Are you there?
We got it.
Yeah.
I am here.
Well, hey, thank you so much for joining me and tell us a little bit about you and what you're doing.
Yeah, so right now it's kind of loud in the background, but that's fine because we're making things happen. And how we're making things happen is we've got an entire community donating all kinds of stuff. So, and this
That's
we're states apart from North Carolina. So we're 4 hours away. So we're making things happen. We're making things move. This morning, I had 7 of Virginia to Jefferson, North Carolina, down where my other 3,000 taking out about 1,500 pounds tomorrow, and I will be boots on the ground. And the reason why I'm trying to push my information out is because I have a helicopter pilot who's going to fly me from Hickory, North Carolina, down to or over to some of the hardest hit areas. So Burnsville, Pensacola, all those little towns and little nooks and crannies that everybody kind of tends to forget about.
right. What are some of the things that you're seeing down there that the media isn't reporting?
So I am not there right now, but some of the stuff, I mean, they're just not getting help. There's nobody
Yeah.
there. My sister is there, and she's saying that there's SOS messages going out. People haven't seen helicopters. People haven't seen any foot traffic to try to get to them, and that's kind of being reported. So I took it upon myself to find the resources that I need to go down there. So what I'm asking for, that I asked for Spencer with earlier, is find me those locations, find me those addresses, find me those people that you know of that you haven't heard from for 4, 5, 6 days, and I will fly in personally and drop off medication, so if you need extraction, we'll put them on the bird and we'll fly them out. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow morning.
Wow. So God bless you. Thank you so much for what you're doing. Spencer contacted me, and he usually only calls if there's an emergency. And I was getting ready to do my show that's on Faith. It's called Faith and Freedom on Real America's Voice. And I'm like, yeah, what do you need? He's like, you gotta interview this guy. Go live with him and help him with what he's doing. So people are asking, I'm looking here. Is it true that some of the supplies are being blocked from getting to people? Do you know?
Yep, yeah, so that's what I've heard. So some areas are being blocked, like Lake Lure. There's so many people that went there first, kind of like as an epicenter of all the destruction. So they have so many resources, it's almost too much. So at some point they had to stop traffic from flowing in and out. So my buddy who lives in Lake Lure literally says you have to show an ID of you living in that location to get through. So that's what we're dealing with right now. And what we're trying to get to is those areas that they're trying to tell us we can't get into because there's nobody legally bound to say we can't get into those areas. So my sister lives in just right outside of Jefferson, West Jefferson area. Hard, but the area just north of there in Burnsville has been. So I've got a group of guys that are going to meet and kind of convoy down to link up to see if we can get people actually in there. Like I said, I'm going to be flown in there because I just know that there hasn't been contact at all with any of those. And that's what we're trying to do is get actual contact and bring the medication that they had sent via SOS yesterday to my sister.
Yeah, and if you think about it, I mean, they had moments notice. They might not have, they probably didn't have cell phones, probably didn't have a care pack of medications that they needed or their families needed, or, what about food for them and for their pets? Is there
Exactly.
any help there? And then where do they go? A lot of the communities are washed away. How do they know where they need to go?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm taking this firsthand. With some of the assets that we have in place, especially in North Carolina, there's so many military assets that we're just being told, stand by, waiting on orders. So I'm like, I'm just going to do it on my own. Like, I know what to do. I have the ability. I have the knowledge. Like, let's make it happen. So I teamed up with our mayor of Hurricane, Scott Edwards. I teamed up with him. He's right here. So
I'm
he
there.
teamed up with
How you
me.
doing? How you
Nice
doing?
And I said, we got to
to
make
meet
this
you.
happen, man.
Hey,
So
how you doing? Our whole town has come together to help the folks in North Carolina. I mean, there's so many, as Matt probably told you, so many towns that nobody's been to them yet. There's nobody there And it's amazing that well, it's amazing. It just is. So our Hurricane West Virginia has just come together, and we've got shipments and shipments and shipments going out, and Matt's coordinating all the distribution and all that. We're thankful for this man right here and all the volunteer and paid firefighters here in Hurricane West Virginia. Thank you for everything.
Guys, is there anything that we can do to help you? Is there any certain things that you need, or just financial support, or diapers, or what?
All the above, but we really need the word to get out. These little towns are left by themselves, and we're having a little bit of communication with them where they say nobody's been here, no helicopters from above, no people have arrived, no ATVs, no UTVs, nobody. So it's a sad day in not just North Carolina, but Tennessee and the other states affected.
Well,
so we appreciate you.
Well, we appreciate you guys, what you're doing. So thank you, Matt, for taking the initiative. And Mayor, hopefully we can all stay in touch. And if there's a place where we can send people, like a GoFundMe or a drop-off. I know people that are like, they're ready to go. Tell me where to go.
I've got a GoFundMe. It's actually through a 501c3 that I linked up with yesterday. I've got a link. I'll post that link. Okay. I'll send it to you. You can share it if you'd like. If people want to financially donate, that's great because it's going to help with everything. Supplies, the fuel for the planes that are flying out. I mean, there's tabs that are open at some of these airports that need to be paid. So to pay those tabs off, to get the gas, to get the fuel, to maintain what we've got going on kind of on the underground, right? The grassroots push to get all this stuff happening. I'll definitely send you that. And as far as like people and support, we definitely need people. Like I said, I'll be in Hickory, but Hickory is just one place that we're getting shuttled from via helicopter. So as I get boots on the ground tomorrow, I'll update you as the day kind of progresses, and then where I'm going to physically be, and then where we actually need more supplies, because a lot of these drop-off points are getting the supplies. We just want to find the ones that are diminished and that need the extra push and extra support. So I just kind of want to walk around and just show everybody that's watching like what we've got going on. It's a huge operation. So we've got this trailer right here going out tomorrow. We've got a guy that's coming to get water today at some point. Actually, he's here right now. So we got this forklift happening. That's moving. We got stuff here. We got a dump trailer that's going to carry all the water. So water is very, very heavy. And unfortunately, for a lot of the helicopter pilots, that's one thing we can't bring a lot of is water because it is so heavy. So these pallets of water weigh about 1,200 pounds. So you've got to have the trucks to pull them, the trailers to carry them. So, and that's what we're getting a hold of now. We've got people from all over the place that are going to help us out with that. So prime example, as we're speaking, we've got people helping out and doing what we need to do to disperse this stuff to where it needs to go. So we just need to know where to put it.
Yeah, and I'm looking at all the comments, and it's so sad that our government is not there right now, that you guys are there. They're busy sending money to Ukraine and Taiwan and everything else. They're not helping our own citizens. So God bless you. Thank you for what you're doing. Please keep in touch. I'll post that GoFundMe link on this. I'll go back and edit it in. But please keep us posted. Let us know. We are praying for you guys. And that this is the water. And here's another, I don't know if you know anything about me, Matt. We didn't even formally get introduced.
Yeah, right.
I got sick and almost died from toxic mold from my house that was once featured on MTV Cribs. I worry about the water damage. Yes. And this is devastating all the way around. So it's a long haul. I used to live part-time in Naples, Florida after the hurricane. It was over a year before everything was kind of normal.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a long haul.
It's going to be huge. And this is just our initial push. We're going to keep this and drive from here. And I mean, this is here. Like I said, this is in West Virginia. And as we've been talking, just cars are constantly dropping stuff off. So this is 2 states away. So, I mean, this is an amazing thing to see happen. And I need to get it. Me personally, I need to get it to the right people in the right hands. And that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. So you guys need to follow along, help out any way you can, if it's monetarily, if it's just sending people to help, boots on the ground.
Yep.
So that's what we need.
Well, thank you. God bless you. I see a lot of comments here. So I'm going to end this video and I'm going to go back and add the GoFundMe link
Yep.
that you're going to send me right now.
Yep.
And then maybe we can go live again soon.
Yep.
So thank you so much.
We'll do. Yeah, thank you.
God bless you.
You too.